I started making this music like 20 years ago. Was kinda timid and shifted the way I rock my clothes. Was underrated and hated the way the game was invaded. So now I spit like the greatest if y'all don't really know. I started thinking my music would never take me places. I knew the game, it was changing, but now I'm changing places. I went from student to teacher, and now I'm checking the preachers who took advantage of people instead of spreading love. I'm sick of waiting for people to wake and see the frauds. I'm changing how I'm approaching the ones who show me love. I operate like a surgeon for those who think that my words are simply chants for the birds, like I be speaking tongues. It's time to build for the kids and put yourself aside. I threw my hat in the ring, so now it's time to ride. You in the way, better step aside, cause I got the vibe of a killer monger, knowing I'm the king inside. Work hard cause I wanna get the bag. Time's up, about to show you who I am.
MIC.
Hold up, ain't no point in getting mad.
Why you mad?
It's time's up, about to show you who's the man.
Mr. Council.
Work hard cause I wanna.
What's going on, folks? It's your main man, Mr. Council. Saturday Motivation. You know how we do. I chose Saturday because Saturday is the day that's uniquely your own. Most people working 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they feel it's necessary to take their foot off the gas. But most artists, creatives, and business minds know that Saturday is the day to put your foot on the gas and handle your business. Episode 99, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. We're inching closer to 100. Subscribership is not going up, but at this moment, I was thinking about last week, I'm not going to worry about that because I had said something myself to where even when I was speaking, a lot of times I have to sit back and watch what I said because I feel like God is just speaking through me. And so some of the knowledge that I'm giving you isn't even, it's not for me. And that's why I just say this is not about me. This is coming through me. And I just cut on this camera and let God speak. But I said something about not being the person to worry about who you influence. That's God's job. And so if I'm up here worried about subscribership, worrying about more people, buying into my channel, then that's just me worrying about me. And so I even make mistakes as well. It's like, you have to understand, we have to figure out ways, and I'm learning to do this even more, and that's why I want to be completely transparent here. It's like I have to continue to learn to remove myself from the situation. Because this channel is not about me. These words that I'm speaking is not about me. This is motivation. This is something that God is doing through me. This is something I was gifted to do. And I just know that it's going to do something special for somebody. So I'm not going to worry about a certain number of subscribers. The channel is going to eventually grow and it's going to do what it's supposed to do. So I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm just going to continue to come back every week giving you guys the information because I just really love and enjoy doing this. That being said, I've been watching a guy by the name of Dyer. I just found him recently, another spiritual motivational speaker, one of the greats. And he said something that was very, very powerful. He said, when your cup is full, stop pouring. When your cup is full, stop pouring. Oftentimes on this channel, I'm talking about trying to achieve greatness and trying to do great things. But the biggest problem in our society is that, especially in this social media age, is that we're so focused on what other people have that we don't see the value in what God has given us. And that's oftentimes why we don't get the things that we think we deserve, because we, in actuality, don't deserve those things because we're not truly grateful for what we've been given. And that's a tough pill to swallow because nobody wants to see themselves in a negative light. I had my students this week working on an assignment because, and it's not for a grade or anything like that, but I try to get my students in the mindset of taking responsibility for what they do and actually trying to begin to understand who they are at a young age so they can truly figure out where they're going. So I have them doing this assignment called Who Am I? And it's allowing them to have an opportunity to take a look at themselves in the mirror. And most people don't want to do that. Most people want to hold themselves up in this false light. That's why they project false narratives about their life on social media so people can think a certain thing. But what you have to understand is, if you sit back and think about what God has given you and what he has brought you through, you should wake up every morning grateful. Grateful at the fact that you just had the opportunity to open your eyes again. But God has carried us through so much that we haven't deserved for so long. It's just amazing to witness. And so what you have to understand is, God has given you everything that you need. At this point, you're reaching for things that you want. You're not really reaching for things that you need. You're reaching for things that you want. And those things that you want are not the things that are going to make you the person that you actually need to be. See, I keep telling y'all, we're going to another place on this channel. This is not me. This is not me right now. This is just happening through me. I'm not taking credit for nothing that I'm doing. You have to understand how awesome and how powerful God is and what he's done and what he's brought you through. He brought me through sickness, having a heart attack, having down times, having struggles in finding my way, in which path and direction that I need to go. But he's always been there for me. He's always protected me. He's always put me in a position to succeed. Now, whether I've taken advantage of it or not, that was just my choice. And that's what most people have to understand. If you're in a particular place in your life where you don't like it, it's because of you. It's because of the direct choices that you made. But most people just love to blame everybody else for their problems and issues and circumstances. But it's you. And so if you don't understand the greatness that God has displayed in your life, why would he give you more? And even if you see somebody with more, you don't know the pain that that person is going through to keep it. So you think that person is actually blessed when they're actually cursed having all that money that they can't handle because they have an addiction. Or they have the wrong people in their life trying to take advantage of them. Come on, people. I'm talking today. This is episode 99. Once we go past 100, I'm not even going to keep counting anymore. I'm just here for the motivation. But you need to understand what God is doing through me. This is not about me. But you have to understand what you are doing to cause the circumstances in your own life. If you have life, health, strength, family, friends who love you and care for you and support you, man, that's more than so many people. People would dream of having that. Just that. But we're so focused on becoming millionaires and billionaires. For what? What are you going to do with all that money? Most people don't even know what they would do with that kind of money. And as soon as you ask them what they would do, they just start naming off a list of things that they want to buy. And not how they want to use that money to change other people's lives. So that inherently makes you selfish. I don't want to be selfish like a lot of rich people. I don't want to just keep hoarding assets and thinking that you're purchasing all this land. For what? To leave it to who? Ungrateful children who don't appreciate how you earned it? You have to understand, man. When your cup is full, stop pouring. God has given you everything. All the things that you need to be happy, but you just refuse to be because you can't get everything that you want. And what does that sound like? A child. Childish. So we got a whole bunch of adult children running around here trying to outdo each other on social media and gathering a bunch of things that they don't need to impress people who don't care about them anyway. Come on, man. So I'm not worried about money anymore. I own my own place. I own my own car. I get the opportunity to work with some amazing children every day. I have the ability to create incredible music. I swear to y'all, when y'all hear this new music, if you take the opportunity to listen to it, when you hear this music this summer, it's going to change your perspective on sound. I got my own sound, and it's God-given. And I just thank him for giving me the ability to keep moving and keep pushing despite what happens to me. Good or bad, despite what happens to me, he keeps me getting up every day and fighting for better. And in that fight, I'm becoming such a better person because I'm not perfect. I have a lot of flaws. I have a lot of things that I need to work on. I have a lot of ways that I need to change. But God just keeps on blessing me, and so I'm just going to keep on thanking him in this way. This is my way of thanking him every Saturday for waking me up. Most people want to sleep in all Saturday. I was working until 2 o'clock in the morning last night. I didn't get to bed till 3. And I'm up right now here doing this, then about to go to the gym. Y'all got to understand the level of work that you need to put in to become great. You don't have that much time here. What you got, 75, 80 years? I spent more than half of them already. And if I'm blessed to live another, good amount, that same amount, man, just think about what you can accomplish in that time. Stop wasting time. Time is precious. And stop spending worrying about trying to become a millionaire. Because in you trying to do that, all you're trying to do is hack the system. And you're not reaching your purpose. You're doing nothing to connect to your purpose. And if you do nothing to connect to your purpose, I don't care how much money you get, you will never be satisfied. So if I can motivate you today, when your cup is full, stop pouring. Evaluate your life, where you are, where you stand, what God has done for you, what he's brought you through, what he's given you, the blessings in your life. Always evaluate and begin to appreciate once you evaluate. And then you'll elevate. And I just made that up. I was getting serious there for a minute. I'm a really silly person, man. And I need to really try to find a way to bring more of my personality out on these videos. But you understand what I'm saying. It starts with appreciation, gratitude for all the things that God has given you. Evaluate, appreciate, and elevate, man. That's something that just came. That's what I'm saying. This ain't me. I gotta understand in real time what God is doing. And so I already know this channel is gonna be a big influence on this world. But if I keep focusing on my numbers, he's never gonna do it because that's me keeping it in the mindset of it being about me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So this Saturday, I'm telling you, begin to appreciate the things that God has put in your life. And stop living your life as if you don't have enough. As if you aren't enough. And as if you don't have the power to change your circumstances. Stop complaining. Count your blessings. God is always with you. And he's shown you that over and over again. But you still doubt him. So what's he supposed to think about you? That's my time. Peace to all my people in the struggle.
Let me go. I don't want your love around me anymore, so let it go. Save your sorry and back off me and let me go. Here we go. Please don't talk me and back off me and let me go. Let it go. I don't want your love around me anymore, so let me go. Thursday marks the day we met 8 years ago. On that day I felt I met incredible. Can't tell me she wasn't just for me for sure. She made me feel like I was invincible. Told me I was all she needed, I suppose. Guess all that she needed was my banking pool. Found out she's entangled with some other guy. Now I know for 8 years that she told me that. I don't want